Cave, the time capsule. 150 million years. A story written by water. Opening a cave. A time capsule. 150 million years of history written by water. But there is something strange about this story. After millions of years of reshaping stone, there are places where almost nothing seems to happen anymore. Deep chambers, far from any entrance, where years can pass, and almost nothing appears to have changed. Time continues. And yet, here, it almost seems to have stopped. A world filled with events outside. Everything is different. In the jungle, every instant brings something new. Light shifts through the leaves. A branch moves, an animal passes. The wind comes and goes. Sounds arrive from different directions. Shadows travel with the sun. At the cenote, the sky reflects across the water. Roots break through the surface. Colors change with the light. Everything is happening. We don't need to look at a clock to know that time is moving. The world itself tells us. Every movement separates one moment from the next. Every change creates a before and an after. And somewhere between them, we experience time. Moving inward. But the cave leads toward another extreme. It doesn't happen all at once. Little by little, the world begins to strip itself away. The reach of daylight becomes shorter. Color no longer belongs to the environment. Visible movement diminishes. The sounds of the surface are left behind. The leaves disappear. The wind, the clouds, the moving shadows of the sun. One by one, we lose the references that normally tell us the world is changing. We haven't left reality. We are simply moving toward one of its extremes. Until, far inside, there is a vast, completely flooded chamber, far from any entrance. And there, the cave simply is. A place that doesn't need to show itself. It has walls, a ceiling, formations, volume, water. It has dimensions, surfaces, textures, and colors. But none of them need to reveal themselves. Without light, there is no image of the chamber. There is no visible horizon, no wall that appears close, no other wall that can be recognized as distant. The space remains completely there, but visually, it does not manifest itself. Like a photograph closed between the pages of a book, the image remains. It can stay there for a year, 10 years, 50. The photograph hasn't lost what it contains. It simply isn't showing it. Neither does the cave need to. It isn't waiting for someone to look. It doesn't need to be discovered. It doesn't need to become a landscape. Its existence does not depend on being observed. It simply is. When the references disappear and the image is not the only thing that withdraws. When no event produces sound, silence removes another reference from the space. When almost nothing moves in a way that can be perceived, movement itself seems to disappear. Inside a completely flooded volume, even weight loses the familiar expression it has at the surface. The rules have not ceased to exist, but many of the signals through which we normally experience them are gone. The place remains. What withdraws is its manifestation. And among all these absences, there is one that feels particularly strange. Time. How do we know time is passing? Normally, we don't see time. We see events. A shadow was here, and now it is there. A leaf was on a branch, and now it lies on the ground. There was daylight. Then came night. Something was one way, and now it is different. Those changes build our experience of time. They become its markers. But imagine this deep chamber. Now, tomorrow, a month from now, perhaps a year from now. How many differences could a human eye actually recognize? The water remains. The stone remains. The processes continue. But many of them belong to scales so slow that they no longer present themselves to us as events. Change exists, and looks like stillness. Time exists, but loses its markers. And when almost nothing remains to distinguish one moment from the next, something extraordinary happens. Time no longer feels like something that passes. It seems simply to be. Water wrote, and yet this apparently motionless place is the result of immense activity. Water came first. It found fractures, entered the stone, dissolved it, widened tiny openings, opened passages, created voids. Water wrote by taking away. And at other times, it wrote by adding. Drop after drop, mineral upon mineral, layer upon layer. It formed things that now seem as though they had always been there, for thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of years. The cave changed. Water wrote, erased, and wrote again, until it left behind a story we no longer need to watch happening, because it remains here, converted into form. Time converted into space. A wall is not merely a wall, it is a result. A passage is a place where stone is no longer there. A formation preserves growth. A surface preserves transformation. Even the empty space contains history. Time that once existed as change became written into the geometry of the cave. Millions of years of duration can remain contained within a few meters of stone. Like the light of a distant star, what reaches us in the present can speak of events that happened long before this moment. We are not watching those millions of years pass. We are looking at what they left behind. That is the time capsule, empty and full. And that is why this chamber contains a paradox. It seems extraordinarily empty. Empty of natural light, empty of horizon, empty of rapid events, almost empty of a time we can actually watch passing. And yet, it is full of water, stone, form, space, processes, information, history, full of accumulated time. What appears to be absence contains an extraordinary density of existence. Everything is here, even when almost nothing needs to reveal itself. The cave that simply is outside, the world will continue to change. There will be sunrises, rain, seasons, generations. The jungle will continue producing thousands of small events through which we measure the passing of days. But here, deep inside, a chamber can remain apparently unchanged. Not waiting, not remembering, not needing anyone to observe it. The story has already been written. The book can remain closed. Time continues. But when almost nothing marks its passage, it no longer feels like a succession of moments. It becomes permanence. A cave, a time capsule, a place filled with history, where almost nothing needs to happen. A place that simply is.